Hey, I hope you all are doing well. I miss you all a lot. I wish I could be there with you, but God has me in Cambodia for now. He has you in Liberty for now. And so it doesn't change the fact that I miss you a whole lot and hope that you all are doing well. So feel free to send me a Facebook message. Let me know how things are going. Feel free to, you can actually text me still at my number because I have it running through the internet now and not an actual phone number, so it's not going to charge you extra because it's basically like you're texting the internet or an email address or Facebook or whatever. So you can text me at my number and I will love to hear from you and text you back. And so there's one question that you all still have for me. What are some ways to lead others to God? We're going to be looking at that for the next 2, 3, 4 lifetime, because this is really what Christianity boils down to. How can we follow God and how can we lead others to follow God? So that's what we're going to be taking a look at. So start off with praying for the things you always pray for. Then after you pray for those, we're going to look at Matthew 4:18 through 22. It's just a few verses, not long. It's just kind of some stuff that we're going to look at, but it's very important to look at it. I'm actually going to read verse 19. I want you to read the whole thing first. So read the whole thing now. Okay, hopefully you've read the whole thing. If not, read the whole thing now, and I'm reading verse 19. Jesus said, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." And I'm sure you've heard that verse before, but it's very, very, very essential. And so I want you to talk about that. I want you to think about how long the disciples had known Jesus at this point when he talks to them. How long had they known Jesus? And then I want you to think about what implications that had on their lives. What did that mean when they got up and followed Jesus? How did that affect their lives? So talk about how long they had known him and how getting up to follow Jesus affected their lives. Then after you've done that, I want you to think about hypothetical situations of if Jesus shows up to a owner of a CEO who, say, he runs a corrupt law firm and is very corrupt. What if Jesus tells him to come follow him? Or what if Jesus tells a professional athlete, come follow me? Or what if Jesus tells a teacher, come follow me? What if Jesus tells a pastor to come follow me? What if Jesus tells a high school student in Liberty, South Carolina to come follow me? And so I want you to talk about those things. First, how long the disciples had known Jesus, what implications it had on their lives. Then I want you to talk about what it would mean if Jesus were to say, come follow me, to the owner of a CEO, to a teacher, to a professional athlete, to a pastor, and to a high school student in Liberty, South Carolina. And feel free to think about how, I would say most, if not all of you, are followers of Jesus. How does that affect your life that you're a follower of Jesus? And how can you continue to become even more so a follower of Jesus? So think about those things, talk about those things, and then how these people in these situations that I just gave you, what it would mean to their lives to come follow Jesus. And so let me know how that goes, and then we'll have a little more to talk about next week. But hopefully I'll hear from you. Send me some messages, send me some texts, and I will talk to you later. Bye.